Hello everyone, how you doing? How are you? Today's lesson is comparative adjectives. But first, I want to repeat previous lessons vocabulary. Pure, pure. Wool, wool. Butcher, butcher. Cotton, cotton. To throw, to throw. Coach, coach. Race, erase. To train, to train. Medicine, medicine. To respect, to respect. Okay, first, what is an adjective? Adjective is a word that describes a noun. This is a marker. If I called it a blue marker, blue would be the adjective. Or if I said this is a colorful marker or a thin marker, these are all the adjectives to describe the noun marker. Okay, so here are some other examples of adjectives. We can use the word cold, yeah? Right now I'm cold. Or it is very cold today. It is very cold today. But yesterday it was colder than today. It's very cold today, but yesterday it was colder than today. Yeah, cold and colder. Colder is comparative adjective. Okay, look at the screen please. There are some adjectives here. For example, tall and taller. Taller is comparative adjective. An example, my brother is taller than me. Taller than me. Old, older. My grandma is older than her sister. Fat, fatter. Fat, fatter. A hippo is fatter than a zebra. Thin, thinner. A horse is thinner than an elephant. We use these words to describe or to explain something, yeah? So a lot of the times we like to compare things, right? We like to compare people. We like to compare which one is more beautiful or which is taller, which dress is nicer. We often compare two things, and when we compare things, we need to use comparative adjectives. We need to use comparative adjectives. So let's look at that. So we have some rules when it comes to using adjectives to compare two things. When an adjective such as this are one syllable or one beat, we add er to it. When we want to use it to compare, we add er like are. So let's look at an example of this, okay? Because it's kind of hard to understand unless you actually see what I'm talking about. Let's look at the screen please. We have here two dogs, okay? I want to compare these two dogs. This dog is old and this dog is young. So when I compare these two dogs, I just add the word er, like are, to the adjective when I compare them. So I can say, this dog is older than this dog, and this dog is younger than this dog. So let's look at this. What did I do? I added er to the word old, and I added er to the word young. So old, older, young, younger. So when I'm comparing two things, if the adjective, in this case adjective is old and young, if the adjective is one syllable, meaning it's a short adjective, we add er, like are. Let's look at another example. This is a blue whale, the largest and the biggest animal in the world. Blue whale is real huge. And this is a seahorse. Seahorse is a very small animal. So, I want to compare these two animals. What can I say about these two animals? How are they different? Well, this animal is very big, large and heavy. And the seahorse is very small. A blue whale is bigger than a seahorse. Blue whale is bigger than a seahorse. So please notice we have the word big. This blue whale is big. That describes the animal. And we add er to compare it. We add er to compare it, like are, big, bigger. Now, maybe I want to talk about a seahorse. I can say a seahorse is smaller than a blue whale. A seahorse is smaller than a blue whale, or this seahorse is smaller than this blue whale. All I need is to add er to the adjective, to add er. Big, bigger, small, smaller. So we have talked about how you can add er, which is pronounced r, to adjectives when the adjectives are short. What about with longer adjectives? Adjectives that are two syllables or more. So for example, we have the word serious. This is three syllables. Colorful, colorful. This is three syllables too. Difficult, three syllables. And popular, three syllables. That's also three syllables. So, when we have longer words that are more than one syllable, we use the word more when we want to compare. So, I will give you an example. I have here two houses. So, when I'm comparing them, I look at them and I think, which one is more colorful? I think this house is more colorful. It's more colorful, yeah? And this house is dark, so I can say this house is less colorful, yeah? This house is less colorful. Actually, we use more and we use less when we are comparing two adjectives, two long adjectives, more than two or more than two syllables, yeah? Let's think of some other examples. What about if we are talking about languages? I think Chinese language is more difficult than Spanish. I think Chinese is more difficult than Spanish. Or I can say that 中文 is more difficult than idioma español. And now, Spanish is less difficult than Chinese. Spanish is less difficult than Chinese. I don't actually know. Maybe Spanish language is hard. Maybe Spanish language is more difficult. But just as an example. Okay, now you know how to compare two things, yeah? If the adjective is one syllable, like old and young, you just should to add word er, like are, old, older, young, younger. But if an adjective includes two syllables or more, you have to add more and less. For example, this house is more colorful. This house is more colorful. We just add more or less. Okay, my friends, our lesson is over. Be careful, drink much water, and try to stay at home. See you soon. Bye bye. And do not forget to do your homework, please.